My school year has been probably crazy and eventful. I did a lot of different events and activities throughout the whole year, from student government, cheer, everything outside of even school, applying for jobs, working, not working, going and traveling, everything.
I didn't believe people when they said like your senior year goes out in a flash, but it went by pretty fast. It went by smooth too, and it was pretty fun.
The last 9 months have been hard but rewarding. When I started school here, I hated it. I spent a lot of tired nights and sleepless nights just to have a high GPA, just to have good grades and just get through it.
I took all my dual credit classes at CNM Rio Rancho campus, and it's a pretty small campus. You know, it's got like computer labs and everything like that. The students that go to Rio Rancho, like that are in the RRPS district, I think they'll have a head start when it comes to actual career fields and skills that they will use in their lives. I think that CTE and trade skills are like really underdeveloped in a lot of like school districts. Like people go to high school and they don't really like enjoy what they learn, but here they can pick out what they want to learn, what they want to do with their lives and learn that.
My college plans did change. I said I was gonna go to Fort Lewis. I did get accepted, but I decided to stay here in New Mexico, and I'm gonna go to UNM. I'm not gonna go to business, I'm gonna go to education. So I decided to go to the route that makes me more happy and not the one that makes me the more money. I joined Air Rising, Educators Rising, and I've been working with elementary kids and I've been loving it. I love those crazy kids.
I decided I'm gonna go to UNM, not NMSU, but I'm still studying the same thing, speech therapy. Just because I thought I wouldn't, like, it's added stress and like none of my friends are going over there to move somewhere, and I thought I'd rather just stay here with friends. I have a job, I have everything over here. I can stay at home. So I just thought it'd be easier.
My college plans changed like 3 times already. First, I was pretty sure I said I was gonna do like finance, and then I was like, wait, I kinda don't wanna do that, and then I was going into physical therapy. And then I went to this UNM career event, and I went through some workshops, and I did not like it. It's really challenging. So now I'm gonna stick with accounting, and hopefully I like it.
I did used to be very shy. Now I did a lot, and I've done a lot throughout the past years. All my teachers and stuff have helped me break me out of my shell and grow me into like a bigger person. And my mentality has changed a lot too. I thought that school was literally the worst thing ever. And now it's actually not that bad. It's not as bad as I said it was.
I have to do the things that makes me happy, and that's why I decided also to change what I wanted to major in, because I have always been really involved in schools, and I have loved being in school since I was in elementary, and talking to teachers, being friends with teachers. And so she gave me the advice of following my dreams and not following money. So I took that, and I'm really excited about my future. One impact I think I'm gonna make for students is being there for them. I know that some, especially small kids, they're really joyful as well, but they do struggle a lot maybe in their homes. I think being there for them, making them have fun, I think that's something I want to make for them.
So my path is still speech pathology. I think, like, I've been thinking about it more, and I think when I get my major and I finish college, I want to start working more with kids instead of older people, only because I have that more connection with younger kids than older adults.
I think there's still a lot that I don't know, and that can be bad, I guess, but I think in terms of like handling responsibility, I think I'm think I'm good with that. It's just very, very new. I don't know a lot of things.
So I will be the first in 18 years to graduate with the high school diploma and be involved in so many things that I am. Have cords and stoles, have a Letterman's jacket since my mother. I will say I'm like the replica of my mom. I look exactly like her. I have her determination, and I think I really wanted to be like her because I don't live with her currently. That's been really hard on me because I can't talk to my mom.
I think I'm gonna miss seeing the people that I grew up since like kindergarten, but I'm probably gonna miss seeing those people every day because I didn't realize like we're not friends, but we've been with each other since kindergarten, and I think that's so crazy.
Probably the big takeaway that I learned is that I'm more capable of what I thought that I would be able to accomplish.
I think I'm gonna miss probably the younger friends the most, because some of them I probably won't see them like almost at all.
I think all the countless hours and hard work that I put in to succeed and let myself kind of breathe towards the end. I still have to do a lot, but I think just having determination and just wanting to get through it, that I feel a lot better. I've applied to out-of-state colleges. There's one I've got accepted into. I have applied to in-state. Don't really want to be in-state, but I might have to just work with it. It's been a lot harder because since I've had so much struggles in high school with my grades and attending, my GPA is a lot lower than what colleges would like. I am at the minimum requirement to get accepted into colleges.
What scares me the most is that now I'm kind of like into real life, but not fully, but just like I'm getting like a touch of it.
As a kid, what did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to be a firefighter when I was like really young, and then before that, like even before that when I was really young, I wanted to be a space trash man.
I wanted to be a soccer player. me and my two brothers wanted to be soccer players growing up, but that's not happening.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to make clothes and live in France, in Paris.
The best advice I got in high school was probably taking dual credit classes. And it's really efficient, and I wish I took it my junior year. My dad pressured me a lot to take them in junior year, but I told him no because I wanted to enjoy my junior year. But I regret not taking them because I would have been ahead so much more.
Stay on top of your work for sure, and participate in class. I think that's the best advice that I got in high school, especially in the harder classes. It really pays off to participate in class and like participate in discussions. It really helps you learn.
The best advice I got in high school was my freshman year. I started dating a boy, and what my grandmother told me was, don't be one of those weird girls after the breakup. When it's done, it's done. That's the best advice I've ever got.
The best advice I got in high school was not to worry about what other people thought of me. I think like all throughout like my first 3 years, I kind of cared what other people thought and what they would think if I wore something or if I said something, but it really doesn't matter because no one really cares.
My greatest accomplishment so far is probably passing the CompTIA Plus in my dual credit class. I was the only person to pass both tests. It tests your knowledge on like the basics of like technology and computers, everything that has to do with like building computers all the way to like software on computers and operating systems.
My greatest accomplishment so far is probably ending my school year with like a 3.8. I studied and I did good on my tests in order to get that GPA that high, and I'm so proud of myself for that.
My greatest accomplishment so far is double lettering. Yep. I have been so determined to letter this year, and I did it. I went to state competition for DECA and Educators Rising, and I double lettered in the same week.
My greatest accomplishment so far is probably student government. I did a lot for student government this year, no more than I thought that I was going to. Being an officer really helped me grow and kind of see more of like what student government is, and not just being like an individual in the class.
My greatest accomplishment so far is probably becoming student body president.
Would I rather have a 1-minute conversation with my past self or my future self? To be honest, I think I would have a 1-minute conversation with my past. I think talking to myself as when I was a kid would inspire that small angel to keep going because we're doing good in the future, in the present.
I would like to say have a 1-minute conversation with my past self. She's a lot different than I am now, but I'd have to go now, right now in this moment, future self, because I want to know how she's succeeding.
I'd probably have a 1-minute conversation with my past self. Tell them that it's gonna be like okay and it's not gonna be as hard as I think.
Would I rather have more time or more money? More money. More money. I need money to college.
I'd rather have more time. Time is really short. It seems like you have a lot, but in reality, when you actually know things aren't gonna end, your time is so little, and money is really not that important. I'd rather have more time with my family and friends more than anything in the whole world.
At this point, I think I would rather have more time. I think time helps you gain the money, but also the experiences. Money will also give you experiences, but time will help you increase everything.
Time, for sure. Time to do all the things that you love, while also the time to like work and make money. Because I feel like the majority of your life you're spending is, to get by in life. I think a lot of people would benefit from having more time to spend with their loved ones and really enjoy what they do.
If my classmates voted, they'd say I'm most likely to probably go into politics. Because whenever people would ask me what I wanted to do, they would say that I should do that, politics, but I don't want to.
I think if my classmates voted, I think they would vote for me as the most able to go hug. I'm like a teddy bear and a bunch of people had told me that.
Would I rather live a dangerous and exciting life or a safe and boring one? Probably dangerous and exciting. I probably used to want a safe and boring one, but now I want dangerous and exciting. I think I've grown more as a person and I'm not as nervous to do anything.
I think a dangerous life. I think I would gain more experiences, and well, we only live once, and I think living it the most fun would be the best. I wouldn't like a boring life. It's not my thing. I want to have fun.
If I predict what my life will look like in 10 years, it's a long time. I think I would already have my degree. I'd have a good, stable job. I think I'd be a lot more ambitious. I'd definitely be back home with my younger siblings, because then they should be in high school. And then I think I would have a very simple life.
I would say I'm gonna be an elementary teacher. I'm gonna have first grade or kinder kids in my classroom.
I'd predict I probably, or hopefully I'm working as speech therapist. I think I want to start working at a school, speech therapist at a school. So hopefully I'm doing that and still living here.
I'll have a job doing cybersecurity, and I think that I'll be going for my master's.
My top 2 things on my bucket list are going to visit the Great Wall of China and maybe going to Italy.
The top 2 things on my bucket list are to throw myself out of an airplane, and then maybe buying my own house. I also want to buy my own house and car.
I think I would want to visit, do a trip of the United States, visit all the the Grand Canyon, and people go to the redwoods.
I want to go to a music festival, somewhere. I don't know where, but I think I want to travel somewhere else. Like I want to stay here for 2 years and then go somewhere else just to see.
If I could share my graduation with someone who couldn't be here, who would it be? It would be my grandpa and my grandma, especially my grandpa. He always wanted to see me do things. He called me his little girl, his little princess, actually.
If I could share my graduation with someone who couldn't be here, it would be my grandmother, my late grandmother. Because this lady told me she would be here for my graduation and she lied to me straight up. She was the hugest influence of my life. I don't think I'd be here without her.
If I could share my graduation with someone who couldn't be here, it would probably be my grandma. Sorry. I miss her a lot. Sorry, I don't mean to cry. And she literally I called her best friend grandma. She was literally my rock. I think she'd be proud of me.
My parents keep saying it, that it's like their baby is done with high school and they have no more. And like soccer, they have no more people to watch play soccer because I'm done now. So I think they're kind of shocked.
I'm done and I'm ready. Thanks to my family and my friends and all my teachers that have helped me throughout my whole career, even in elementary school and middle school.
Well, my mom is really excited, but also emotional. She's been, she has cried. She has given me a lot of hugs. She knows I'm moving out, so she's also sad about that, but she's also excited about me starting to make my life.
Destination graduation has given me kind of to get over my fear of talking in front of a camera. Because at first I was kind of like, oh my gosh, they're gonna ask me questions and I have to think of it on the spot. But as the interviews went on, I was like, wait, it's actually not that bad. You just have to be calm and then restate the questions and have fun. But most importantly, I did have fun and I'm so glad I did it.
You know, if there's one word that captures the spirit of this moment today, it's change. Change is the word of the moment. This is the day students have been working toward for years. It's kind of a finish line and a starting point, just all rolled into one. It's a time for celebration, for reflection, yes, maybe a little bit of anxiety and uncertainty. Because graduates, today, you stand face to face with changes that are coming into your life. Be intentional and navigate change wisely. Don't just passively accept and adapt. Be the generation that doesn't just embrace change blindly, but examines it bravely. Work for a future that isn't just new, but better. Grow without forgetting who you are and where you came from. Graduates, you are ready for what's next, not because you know what the future will be, but because you possess the knowledge and critical thinking skills that will be the tools for making the very best of it all. Congratulations to you, class of 2025.
It doesn't feel real to be honest. I came, I got ready, and me and my friends went and got Dutch and hung out for a little bit this morning who got here, and it really does not. It's like a whole out-of-body experience right now, and there's a lot of people coming in, which is making me a little nervous because I'm up on the stage and I have to keep a smile on my face and not get bored or fall asleep. Honestly, it does make not wanting to be at school as much earlier worth it, because now I got farther than I thought I was gonna be. So I'm gonna enjoy today. Based off of the education that I've received here, it got me a long way, and everyone here, especially my teachers, was so helpful and encouraging through all grade levels, and it really made me more confident in my skills, and even when I was struggling, to give me that extra push.
Madison Pitts.
Yesterday, I wasn't even feeling it, and then I finally got up on stage. I was reading the names like, oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna graduate. And then seeing everyone in their cap and gowns, kind of reminds me I'm gonna graduate right now. I overcame actually a lot, and I met my goals that I had since the beginning of the year, and I overcame them, so yes, and I'm really proud of myself. My advice I would give to the lower classmen is that to enjoy every moment, and to go out, get involved into things, go to all the games, all the homecoming, and overall like hang out a lot with your friends because those 4 years go by really, really fast, and just enjoy your moment.
Camila Espinosa.
I'm terrified. I'm scared, and I don't know. It doesn't feel real. It makes me feel well accomplished, like I actually did something besides going home and sleeping. So, yeah.
Rory Presley, good luck.
Kind of in awe to be here, you know. It's taken so long and I'm finally here, yeah. I know it may feel like an eternity, you know, in middle school and high school, but you will get here and you'll feel like I am right now.
Sanjay V. Jose.
I'm ready. I'll probably be nervous like when I actually step up, but right now I feel good. Something I tell them is just not to rush high school or middle school, just like stay where your feet are.
Mario Montoya.
I feel really excited, but also really nervous. I feel ready, but at the same time, I don't feel ready, so. But I'm here. Some advice I give to them is you should be engaged with school. I think being engaged with school will take a lot of problems out. You won't think about doing anything bad. You will just be focused on doing what you have to do in school. And that's what helped me out, being on clubs, associated students, JROTC for mostly on my high school career. I think that's one of the biggest advices, and then follow the dreams.
Angel Gabriel Dominguez Hernandez.
Peace out, Rio Rancho.
I'm done with high school, finally ready for college, and it's time to move on to the next era of my life.
This is Angel Dominguez, and I'm here signing off.